Today, we're sharing a dinner and a dessert, a one-pan wonder. Yeah, it's got a lot to live up to with a name like that, but trust me, it's easy, it's quick, and it's delicious. You'll wonder what you did without it. And an equally simple second course, strawberry and rhubarb cobbler with a killer streusel topping. I'm Jeff Philbin. This is Dinner DeeAs, bringing you new dishes you could make to brighten up a weeknight. Today, we're welcoming back a friend to the Dinner DeeAs kitchen, Chef Jon Atanacio. He's the executive chef for Tampa's foodie paradise, the Epicurean Hotel. And since he was last here when he shared a recipe for blackened redfish with collard greens and grits, which you can grab and watch the recipe one more time at dinnerdeeas.com, he's been named one of Tampa Bay's top chefs by Tampa Magazine because of dishes like that, my friend. That was an absolute masterpiece.
That's awesome.
So what does it mean to be in that category of an accolade for you?
It's just, you know, in this business, the only thing I ever really wanted was to be part of that group.
Yeah.
And to finally get there and be recognized is pretty cool.
You've always been a part of that group here, my friend. You've always been, and like it's an absolute real treat because it's a real treat that you are here today sharing a recipe that your wife loves.
Yep.
She apparently loves this, and your wife's name is?
Sarah.
So Sarah loves this dish, and this is a one-pan wonder, though we're going to be the judge of that when we make it later, but also a strawberry rhubarb cobbler inspired by a pie that you had 15 years ago when you were working in New York?
Correct.
All right.
First time I had strawberry rhubarb pie. Blew me away, and I've never turned back, and I've tried to replicate it ever since.
So this has been like literally the whole thing. This is like, I got to get back to those flavors.
Yep, absolutely.
Take us there with you right now. How do we get this started then?
Okay, so what we have here, all of our ingredients, we got some quarter strawberries. So we're gonna add those to the bowl. It's just super simple. We got some rhubarb here.
Now, for those that have never had rhubarb before, what does it taste like?
Raw? Tastes like nothing. It's,
Okay.
It's like just like a very green vegetable. But when you cook it and add sugar, it's cool because it's kind of bitter. So bitter and sweet go together. It's so nice together.
Because it looks almost like a celery almost, right?
Yeah, it looks like red celery, exactly. So we're gonna add this to the bowl, super simple.
So what's next?
We're gonna add a little bit of fresh basil.
Okay.
You know, I've you know, through my career, I've actually learned to work with a lot of herbs in sweet dishes, sweet components, which is pretty cool. Bay leaf is one of my other favorites.
Okay.
We're gonna add a little bit of mint.
You're putting a bay leaf into sweet dishes?
Yeah, I made bay leaf ice cream. Came out pretty good.
No way, really?
Yeah. At the hotel, we have a bay leaf tree.
Okay.
And we're like, we gotta put some, let's make ice cream. Came out pretty good.
Okay, now we got to make some ice cream for the next time. I mean, like literally, we got to have some fun with you on that one.
Yeah,
then.
that'd
Okay,
be cool.
I've got a sweet tooth for some of the ice cream. So that was just a little bit of some basil and then also some mint.
And a little bit of mint, yes.
Okay.
Then, obviously, sugar. This is gonna be, this will add, you don't wanna add, you never really wanna add too much sugar because of the, you wanna keep some of that bitterness from the rhubarb. So this is elderflower liqueur.
Okay.
Which is like, kind of like the little secret we like to add to it just to give it a little bit of more freshness.
Okay.
And then what we'll do, as this will sit, it'll start to leach liquid. Add a little pinch of salt, because salt will make sugar sweeter. And then just a little bit of flour.
To grab Chef Jon's recipe for this perfect pie and the one-pan wonder we have coming up, head to dinnerdeeas.com. You have your phone on you. Open the camera app right now. Nothing that you need to download, and use that camera to point at the QR code on the TV screen. That way a link to us will appear right on your phone.
Now we're gonna make the streusel topping.
Let's go for it.
So here, we have all our ingredients here. We're gonna melt the butter first, most important part. We're gonna sift all the ingredients together because it's gonna help kind of bring it, disperse it a little bit more evenly.
This is easier than making a pastry to make the pie and really kind of be out there all time for it. So
flour, sugar. Here we're gonna add a little bit of brown sugar, a little pinch of salt, ginger. This almost like comes off smelling like Christmas a little bit.
Okay.
So good.
Okay.
A little bit of cinnamon, allspice, and nutmeg.
And that is literally a delight right there. That is a Christmas
Really,
delight almost in a way.
It's so good. I make the same recipe at the restaurant, and it's always on a sheet tray ready to go, and I kind of go in there and just constantly eat raw. So awesome.
Yeah, you're on the go too.
Right.
All right.
So good.
So this butter's melting down.
And then what you want to do, so this is the most important. You just want to have a fork ready to go.
Okay.
So what you want to do is you want to pour it over. I mean, you could pour it all at once. Get the rest of that to melt. And this is all you're doing.
You're letting the fork just work its way through to
That's
just
it.
lightly bring all of that butter into all of our dry ingredients. Is that right?
That's right. Basically, the chunkies is what
Yeah.
you're looking for.
Yeah.
You see how like the fork just kind of brings it together? Let's add the rest of this butter.
Fantastic. Well, you add the rest of the butter. We're going to take a quick break. But when we come back, we get our cobbler in the oven and see if Chef Jon's one-pan wonder lives up to its name. Ahead on Dinner DeeAs. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs. Today is a return visit from Chef Jon Atanacio, the executive chef at Tampa's Epicurean Hotel. He's been sharing 2 easy-to-make recipes he makes at home. In a moment, we'll share in the wonders of his one-pan wonder, and we're also in the middle of making his strawberry rhubarb cobbler. It looks fantastic.
Super simple, super easy, and super delicious.
Super delicious.
Oh my God.
So before the break, we made the filling, combining quartered strawberries with chopped rhubarb, some basil, mint, sugar, and a little elderflower liqueur. A pinch of salt to make it sweeter, according to Chef Jon, and finally flour. Then we mixed our streusel topping, which Chef Jon has on the menu at his restaurant, so we can snack on it by the sounds of it. Mixing flour, salt, brown sugar, white sugar, ground ginger, cinnamon, allspice, and nutmeg, and adding in that melted butter. But it's not done just yet.
No, not yet. So all we're gonna do is you have your baking casserole pan. I'm just gonna put the fruit in first. Remember, you want all that liquid and juice in there. That's the best part.
That is everything. Oh.
All right, just evenly distribute. Oh, this looks better than I thought it would. We're gonna take your streusel topping, and this is where you could use it. I'm just gonna use my hands.
This is okay now to just have that nice crumble.
Right, you kind of wanna, you don't want them too big because you want to be able to get it all over. Oh yeah, it's just so good.
And then the cookie sheet underneath. The purpose for that is?
To catch all the bubbly deliciousness. You don't want to ruin your oven.
Yes.
With some lava.
It might smell good at first, but yeah, you know.
After a while,
it's not going to have that same effect.
Correct. So, and that's it.
Okay.
Super simple.
So now this is going to go into the oven. How long?
I would say about 20 minutes to 30 minutes. You
Okay.
kind of want to keep an eye on it.
Keep an eye on it.
Depending on the color you want.
Okay.
You're looking for those thick bubbles through the fruit. You should be good to go.
Sounds like a plan. To grab Chef Jon's recipes for the cobbler and the one-pan wonder, head to our website. DinnerDeeAs.com is where you need to go. Just scan the QR code to get right there. All right.
So let me go throw this in the oven.
Let's do it. And then we've got this one-pan wonder.
Yes. I did this at home with stuff I had lying around. My wife, this is like one of her favorites, and she'll request it from time to time.
So Sarah's asking for this. She's like, Jon, man, I need to have this one here. And this is your wife here and your daughter?
Yeah, that's that's Sarah and that's Elliot, my daughter.
So cool. And that looks a little bit familiar of a backdrop. Is that from the restaurant?
Yeah, that was Mother's Day at the restaurant at Elevage.
Right on.
Yeah, they came by. I worked for all the moms, so they came and hung out.
I love that.
Had some brunch.
I love that. And so this is a specialty dish then that Sarah and Elliot really get to enjoy in.
Right. Well, Elliot, you have to kind of separate it because she's very particular about what she eats. She's only 4.
Okay.
But she loves sausage, which is great.
Okay.
She loves tortellini, which is great.
Awesome.
We're gonna cook this about 20 minutes, maybe half an hour.
Okay.
Pork sausage.
And this is going into the oven as well?
Correct.
Fantastic.
Same time.
And so what else goes into the dish then?
All right, so this is the fun part. This is kind of like where, the reason why it's a one-pan wonder, I don't want to do dishes, so I don't like cooking at home.
Who doesn't?
Right.
I mean, like, really, is anyone just like running to it and be like, yes, let me make a mess in the kitchen because, yes, I can't wait to go clean it? No.
No.
They want good food first.
So you're going to get a nice hot pan.
Okay.
Grab a touch of olive oil. Oh, that's nice and hot.
Oh, yeah.
And then I have here some broccolini. Broccoli is my daughter's favorite. I love broccoli, Rob. She won't eat it.
Okay.
It's bitter, obviously.
It's better for her.
So nice smoking hot pan.
Oh, yeah.
You hear that? So I like really crunchy charred vegetables.
Nice.
So that's kind of where this came from. So we get a nice char. Salt. A little bit of pepper.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, a little more olive oil. Now you can hear it singing now.
Oh, it's absolutely, it's got a chorus of song in there. Oh, you can already start in this nice little char right there, too.
That's the important part. You want to get it charred, but you don't want it mushy.
Okay.
And then, we're pretty close. So the idea is to go pretty quickly. We'll add our garlic. Add a touch more olive oil. Kind of bloom that out a little bit. And here, before I throw my beans in.
And then what type of bean do we have here?
So this is a white navy bean.
Okay.
Canned white navy beans.
How important is it to have a canned white navy bean for this dish?
Well, do you want to cook raw beans, or do you want to just throw it in there?
No, it makes life easier.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Another pinch of salt because I am the notorious over-seasoner. That's a good stopping point. And here, I have some store-bought tortellini.
Okay.
Fresh, because fresh cooks faster.
Absolutely.
We're gonna throw it in boiling water.
Let's go for it.
Super simple. And they float, they're done.
While our cobbler continues cooking and our one-pan wonder awaits its next ingredient, we're taking a quick break. But when we come back, have Chef Jon's wife's favorite dinner all come together ahead on Dinner DeeAs. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs. Chef Jon Atanacio is with us today from Tampa's Epicurean Hotel, where he's the executive chef, and he's sharing 2 dishes that you could make at home because he does too. A one-pan wonder dinner that we're nearly done with, and a strawberry rhubarb cobbler dessert, which is bubbling away in the oven and smells absolutely delicious, my friend. It smells so good. Before the break, we started the one-pan wonder by cooking up sausages, by slinging them in the oven. It's that simple. Then heated olive oil and sauteed broccolini, adding a little garlic, then adding drained canned white beans, and cooked up some tortellini, but it's not done just yet. So what do we need to do to finish this bad boy?
Okay, after your sausage is cooled, you kind of slice it up to your desired thickness. We're gonna add some raw spinach.
Okay.
And we're just gonna let this wilt down a little bit. And then we're gonna kind of give this a toss. Now you're just barely cooking the spinach here.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh man, it smells so good.
I can see why Sarah likes this dish.
Yeah, I mean it's fresh, you know, it's simple. You don't feel like you're overeating. It's got a little bit of everything. Plus she likes it because I make it.
Do you guys get to cook a lot together in the kitchen?
Not together, no.
Okay.
Usually if I'm cooking, I'm cooking.
Okay.
But if she's cooking, I don't go in the kitchen just because of the pressure.
That's the pressure.
Right. And I love it because then I don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
She does all the work and I just sit there and wait.
Oh, but you don't have to do, you do have to do some of the work. You're doing the dishes, right? Because if not, Sarah, like, you can tell me, okay? We're friends now. You can tell me. If he's not doing it, we'll make sure it happens. You're doing the dishes, right?
Yeah, I'm doing the
All right,
dishes.
fairness here, fairness.
All right, so you're pretty much there. Now we're just gonna add all the rest of the components.
Okay. So we're just adding in that nice sausage there.
Right.
And any preference from a sausage standpoint for this dish?
Sweet Italian is always best.
Okay.
I mean, hot is always fun.
Sure.
Now you have another element going on. But not necessarily.
So you can play with what you want.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like you could do whatever you want. Now I like adding whole tomatoes. Some people like cutting them up.
Sure.
I like the whole tomatoes because when they start to get all shrivelly, and then when you're eating it, you get this burst of like super tomato. Oh God, so good.
Okay. Yeah, all those juices just are locked inside.
That's it.
Okay.
And they'll start to soften up a little bit. And then let's add our tortellini here.
Okay.
And you see how this is like super hearty. There's a lot going on, but it's super easy. Oh yeah. Just like sizzle.
Oh
this is actually store-bought sun-dried tomato pesto. I like stumbled upon it one day. That's kind of a secret ingredient I use for things at home.
Okay. It's a secret ingredient for a lot of people.
I think so. I mean, it's super good. I can't complain. Having to make your own pesto from scratch is really kind of difficult.
It's hard, man, and especially for someone like you who's in the restaurant. You know, this is a quick, easy, hey, I still want to do a great dinner for my family. Let me go ahead and do that, and let me find something that is going to still give a great flavor.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Man, it just gives enough to coat it to kind of bring the whole thing together.
Okay.
Now,
and that was the whole jar?
that was a whole jar.
That was the whole jar.
Correct.
Very good.
And usually when I strain the beans, I save the liquid just in case. If
Okay.
I think it's a little dry or I want to kind of add some texture to it. So I always add the bean liquid
Okay.
back to it.
Very nice. I mean, it's going to actually come together so beautifully with this because these colors are just bursting right now.
So awesome. This is literally it. So good.
Wow. Well, I think your wife has good taste then, because
so.
this looks absolutely fantastic. Chef Jon's one-pan wonder does look pretty wonderful so far. To grab the recipe to make it for your dinner tonight, go to dinnerdeeas.com. Scan the QR code down there in the corner. It's right there. You see that on the angle? It's right there. It's close enough. All right. We still got dessert too.
Yeah, let me go grab it.
Sounds good. And we've had this inside the oven baking away 30 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy, look at that. Okay, I've literally been smelling it the entire time, and like, I just gotta go in for one more smell of that one because it's like so exciting.
And all you're looking for is a nice toasty on top and those nice thick bubbles.
And that's when you know that it's completely
That's
done.
how you know it's done.
Okay. If you make this or the one-pan wonder for dinner or dessert, we want to see it. Send us a photo at facebook.com/dinnerdeeas. That's what Ross did. Hi, Ross. He made the mammoth meatloaf recipe shared by Miss Maria from M&R Southern Cuisine.
Where the flavor resides.
It is true. Ross told us, I made the meatloaf, but changed it slightly. I used turkey, beef, and ground sausage. It came out excellent 2 separate times. My friend Ross, where's the plate for us? Yeah. Okay, we're coming over for it. After the break, we give the one-pan wonder a spin and this strawberry rhubarb cobbler ahead on Dinner Diaz. Chef Jon Atanacio is with us today, sharing 2 recipes perfect for a quick, simple dinner and dessert. His one-pan wonder dinner and a strawberry rhubarb cobbler. Oh, you can't have a cobbler without ice cream.
Nope, not at all.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
Like that right there is everything.
This is the best.
That looks like the best. I mean, it's been smelling so good inside our kitchen here, and it is just so fun to see this all come together here.
Dude, this ice cream's fighting me.
It just doesn't want to come, but it's going to. It just has to just jump in and just say, we're going for that whole bite. You want to go with dessert first?
Dessert first.
You want to work that way? Let's do it.
It's pre-dessert.
Yeah, exactly. You worked so hard on this part, and this ice cream. You know summer's arrived when you have strawberries, rhubarb, melting vanilla ice cream. I mean, is there anything better than that? Oh, wait, I know. Is it the crumbles?
It's the crumble.
It's all about that. That was the best one because that was a big piece of the crumble.
The bigger the piece, the better it is.
A little bit of that cinnamon in there, like, just gets you.
But it kind of just melts in your mouth. It's like it's not It's got a crunch to it, but then it just kind of falls apart.
It just all falls apart.
Yeah.
Oh, that is out of this world fantastic. All right. Now, we got to go straight into dinner.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay.
It's awesome. Why, I need a TV in front of me?
Sarah,
Straight.
this is a winner, okay? Like, this is an absolute winner. I can see why this is your wife's favorite dish that you guys are doing in the house. Because it's quick, it's easy, all the ingredients are accessible. So for any family that's on the go, that has a busy life, but still wants to just celebrate the time that you get together, this is a dish that can do this.
It's pretty fun.
I mean, the beans right there are just kind of just bursting. It's out of this world, man. And the tomatoes, because you kept them whole, you get all the juices behind it.
So
it gives
good.
that extra layer of just sweetness and just moisture behind it. Dude, this is an absolute winner. I can keep going. I can keep going. But thanks again to Chef Jon, the chef who's headlining Tampa Bay's top chefs in Tampa Magazine. So I got to ask you, you thinking, is it going to be next Time's 100 most influential, or is it going to be People Magazine, sexiest man alive? I mean,
anything's possible.
anything is possible. Grab Chef Jon's recipes at dinnerdeeas.com. We also have a link to all things Epicurean Hotel. I'm Jeff Philbin. Thanks for watching, and see you next time with more Dinner Deeas.